never played fair. So tell me why now should we care? Queen Bee told y'all a long time ago that we run the atmosphere. Did we build it? Do we own it? We even in the studios running playback. Shout out to Airman Sally, the young guards, all the G's like us. Yeah, we go hard. See, this is how it feel to be a champion. We might fall down, but we never run. You wouldn't need it if you knew what we overcome. Do you know? But they ain't stopping nothing. Me and my girls on top, straight stunting. And we abide by a real strict code. Hands off my ex and homies over.
If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
We play our way. I'd rather be me. Do work all day. We don't see defeat.
Can we fly that? Can we buy that? We even run a full court, make it stack. Shout out to Maya Moore, the young guard, to all the girls like us. Yeah, we go hard. See, this is how it feel to be a champion. We might fall down, but we never run. So proud of that we overcome.
Do you know?
We bow down to none. I wanna hail out all my day ones. Time really does fly when you're having fun, but the party don't stop till we staring down the sun.
If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door. If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
Kick it. Kick it.
If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door. If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, kicking down your door.
My second body cost a lot. After I bought it, I just wore it home. Reading philosophy and gossip rags. Spending my bottom dollar on my toes. I'm a pacifist who's never not been pacified. I'm a piece of point of pride. I'm the super rich complaining I want more in life. Cry, baby, cry, oh, cry, baby, cry, oh. I don't really care what's down in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kinda listen. Make room for a man on a mission with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. What a game we have for you here. The first meeting of the year between two of the NFL's most hostile divisional rivals. This matchup always among the most anticipated games of the regular season. It's the Bears going up against the Packers. With that, let's get you up to Green Bay, Wisconsin, where we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Rodgers now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards remaining now on second down. On second down, here's Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On first down, Rodgers. Pass incomplete. And a wide receiver to watch in this offense, certainly Jordy Nelson.
And most defenses watch him run past them. Jordy Nelson can run every route in the route tree and take it to the house.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Throwing on first, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lamar Houston in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Caught by Cobb. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
The first carry now. This is Lacy. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Partner, the one concern I had about Eddie Lacy coming out of Alabama was weight. And it became a concern for Green Bay in 2015.
Yeah, he was up over 260 pounds. Disappointing 2015. Looks a lot better, doesn't he?
A lot better, and when he's lean, oh, boy, is he a heck of a runner.
Throwing is Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. And here are the Chicago defensive starters.
Kyle Fuller is one of those new breed, complete defensive backs. Eager to tackle, but a better cover man.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Now Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The first carry for the rookie, Jordan Howard. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Completion left side to Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
319.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And complete right side to Cook. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll run it with Lacey. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to run it in. Lacey. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Crosby puts it through with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Crosby on now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. But now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step, because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
First down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Play clock winding down. He'll drop to throw. And Miller with it over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On first down, they run with Howard. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And some space here. And a cut to the left sideline. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. To throw now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because it's almost over.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
They'll look to throw. Catch made right side by Wilson. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. chance to take a break here in the booth. We're back to Lambeau following these words. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Now Pat O'Donnell, the third-year man from Miami, to kick it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. First down, Rodgers finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. And he will lose you. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Crosby puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They go play action here on 1st down. Out to the right here to Wilson. Give them 11 on the gain there, and that leads to a Chicago first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And it's second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 10 yards still left on second down.
Let's go!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding.
Nice play, baby, nice play.
One back is Lacey. Now a play fake here on first down. Backing up. He's going to go for a big, and he's got his big tight end. That's Rodgers who caught it for the Packer touchdown. Richard Rodgers in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And tough starting field position here. They'll begin the drive with Howard. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He'll look to throw, and he's got Miller. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Let's go. 58-2.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's brought down. So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
Let's go. 58.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Their dangerous wide receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears get a bit closer. So they're going to go for 2.
Single. Watch number 86. Let's go. Slam.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion. But still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do. And don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
Oh, that's true. You've said that before. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One back is Lacey.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now a play fake here on first down. A dump off to Lacey. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
all week long as a defense. You game plan to stop this guy as a runner. And then when they start sneaking him out of the backfield and throwing it to him, that totally disrupts what you plan to do in the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough third down awaits them.
Still in search of the first down after that last completion. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, you gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Flush to his right, and he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Hard throw, incomplete. Back now at Lambeau. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Wilson has it. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there. That'll bring up second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Finding time. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Let's go. 258. 258.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Hey. 319.
It's an end around. Cobb. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
319.
In motion right here, Nelson. Now a play fake. Rodgers. It's caught. Nelson. Jordy Nelson all by himself. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 56 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And now a first down following that long gain. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a first down carry. It's Lacey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They come out here in the eye. Ripkowski, the fullback, on the inside give. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that.